that you see out in front of
you. Okay, this is the tutorial for the 4x4 seamless glass piston door. It's 570 blocks. Decent size. It does use observers, and I built this in version 1.20.2. I think that's the server version for the server I'm playing on, 1.20.2. Anyways, there's a burnout in the corner here. I'll show you guys how to get that working. But start with 4 regular pistons facing upwards, and then 4 sticky pistons facing downwards onto those regular pistons. You then want to create the frame in which you're going to be building the door, and you also want to create the glass itself, like so. So there's the door, and then frame. Frame is going to be 4 high and 3 thick, with the door itself should be right in the middle of the 3 block thick frame. This is the first recording of mine where I'm using my voice, so bear with me if I voice crack or anything. Quad pistons facing down. Rows of cyan blocks. Well, I use cyan blocks. You can use anything you want. And then 3 rows of regular piston, or regular redstone dust. 1 row of regular pistons that are not sticky facing down. And I think, yeah. And then a slider like that, with observers facing into that row of regular pistons. You then want to have a setup like this, with the observers facing out from that hopper back into this piston. And then you want a hopper here. You then want another observer facing down, and then a redstone dust on that. You want a beacon or a non-transparent block, like a transparent block like the glass you have down here, because redstone can go up these blocks like beacons and glass, but they cannot go down like a one-way street. And we're going to be using that because this is going to go, we're going to be powering this line more than once, as well as this line and this line, and we have to do that so the pulse doesn't go back down here, because we're using this as a means for our next extension. Like so. That's the full extension. That is some of the top. Let's start work on the bottom now, with the lines that we have here. So you have some extension lines there, and then you have lines there, here, and here. You do have redstone blocks you place here with 2, like so. These can be any block, by the way. These can be cyan blocks because they're gonna be pushed up then back down. But I choose to put sandstone there so the opening is as clean as possible. Not like it's clean to begin with, but you know, quality of life feature. double piston extenders facing in, and then you want triple extenders facing down like that. You can put blocks here or not put blocks here. It's up to you. These aren't used. I just like putting them there. I just like filling in the gaps within the frame where there isn't redstone. So you can choose put them there, you don't, or not. That is up to you. But yeah, you want to do the same thing over here. Oops. There you go. For the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then right here will be the inputs to this whole thing. Put a note block here so that like powers that, and you want that running into another note block like so. This goes to power another line with the note block at the end, such as that. You want this facing up into a piston that's facing inwards, and then you want that up and over like that. You then want this line to face into another note block. These note blocks right here can also be hoppers, except for this one. This has to be a note block. Do not make this a hopper, but this and this can be hoppers, doesn't matter. And after you place that note block right there, you want this to move all the way up until it's one block under the frame, like so. And then you want a piston that faces up like so. Then you want them facing over like that. Move that one. Sand wool, another block, and this with dust on top. And then you want two of these facing down, or replace this cyan block, the observer, facing down, and then I believe another observer. Can't quite remember. I believe no. Nope. Just have them facing down like this. With that block, cyan block, and then that can also be a cyan block. Make sure actually these are observers, and then you want powered rails placed here, and then two blocks like that, and then observers like this going up into that line like so. You also want a regular piston here. Regular piston, and then after that you want to place this can be a hopper. In fact, it has to be a hopper, and then 3 observers up with a cyan block on it, and then a hopper on top of that cyan block, and then 3 more observers until cyan or hopper, and then observer on top of that block, the hopper, and then 2 more observers up, and then grab a sticky piston and have, and after the place the sticky piston on top of these 2 observers, you have an observer that's facing inwards into this piston here, like so. Yeah, after you do that, I think this is the circuitry that you want. Yeah, that's the circuitry that you want. After you do that, you want observers facing down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want a lamp, redstone lamp, and then you want an observer facing in, and then down in, like that, and then down into piston, observer, up, nope, block, observer, cyan block, fort repeater, observer, cyan block, fortech, and you then place like that, cyan block with a redstone or a powered rail, or you don't have to have a cyan block and you just have a hopper or a note block there or something. I choose it like this. You then place 3 observers up like so, with a piston facing in, down, wind them down like that with a block, and then another regular piston like so. After you do that, you want one facing up, cyan blocks, 4 tick rep, another observer, and then a 4 tick repeater like so, facing inwards, then down, then an oak block, then another thing down with a cyan block, and that is it for this side. I think that's that for that side. After that is also done, you want to take a detector rail, which we should have placed before, and you want to place it here like so. That is going to power some things, but that's just proof that the circuitry that we have already works, so that's nice. Replace these pistons back. And yeah, this can also get trap chest or something, but I want a rail here because a trap chest can be opened, and when a trap chest is open, that actually powers things, and you don't want that. After that, you have a piston facing up, observers like this, and then a regular line. All of those repeaters should be on 4 ticks. Like so. And actually on this one, you have something facing down with a 4 tick. You wind the observers down like that. And the observers facing down with hopper like that. And that is some of that. That is that whole side done. That corner. You want right now you want to have something facing up, lamp like so, 3 observers facing up, and then a note block, another observer, and then a cyan block. And there's that. You also want a 4 tick repeater facing that way, 2 observers facing up, 1 cyan block, one observer facing down for a tick repeater, 2 observers that wind out like that and up into a cyan block, and there's that part of the circuitry complete. After that, you want observers facing down like so. You want it to wind in like this, right up into a regular piston. Oh, and I also forgot, for here, you want place observer there, 2 facing down, and a beacon with a redstone dust on top of that. And you have that part working. You want a dust thing going. This is the torch burnout. That formation, so a cyan block, redstone dust. You want a redstone torch like that. The dropper, and then a hopper on top of that. You want cyan wool, a comparator with a detector rail, or literally any item inside. You have it facing in like this. Oops, sticky situation here. There we go. Sticky situation. You have it facing up. Actually, no, you don't do that. Place that. Don't break any of that. You have a block down like this, and then another powered rail up, and then up again like that, with a block on top, and then another hopper under that. And you want something facing up like that. Those are observers. You then want another piston facing up like that with an observer up like that. A beacon, which is a transparent block. Excuse me. A repeater. An observer. Redstone dust. Cyan wool. And then you want a regular piston facing inwards like that. We're getting on to the last parts of the door. Your door should look like this up to this point, with the left side right here being done. Yeah, we're at that point. Observer facing up. Another observer facing up. How far up did this go? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3, like so. And then you want to have more, like so. All that is said and done. You, after this, whoops, disconnected. Synergy's been having issues lately, but yeah. Synergy, please fix your connection issues. Anyways, observer facing out. Remove that. That does not belong there. 2 observers, one facing into this piston, facing out. Block, cyan block, and then redstone lamp with an observer facing out like that. Observer facing down, and then you want a observer facing down. You want... No, actually, you do not want a server facing down. You do not want to do that. Ignore that. A sticky piston with the that. You want that. Hopper. Facing up and over and like that. Then you want them going down. 2. You want it going to like this, and 1, 2, and then a block. Cyan wool. You also want to do this. Repeater, block. Actually, no, that is supposed to be. That is supposed to be like that. We're on the home stretch now. You want that. You want a regular piston facing up. You want a observer on top of that. Hopper. That. Observer. Cyan block. And then you want something like that. I think that's correct. Let's hope this door actually works. And I think that's it. If you follow the tutorial right, I think that's it. The lever should be in right here. Just taking my last looks at it, hoping I did it right. Let's do a test. I did not do it right. What did I miss? You need an updater piston. You need an updater piston right here. Okay, my apologies, but I hope the top works at least. No. Also need an observer. Like that. Sorry. Replace these. Replace everything that broke. Extend those. Replace these with those. Redstone block. Replace these double extenders. Put the piston there. Those should be sticky pistons. Okay, let's try again. Closing works. Let's hope opening works. Those push down. And that's the tutorial. It works. Thank you for watching, and bye.
Tonight.